Ох, ебать, далеко пиздовать. Я тут DLC тыкаю. Зачем? Она не телепортнулась. Мех. Сейчас, Кривида, скажешь мне, узнаешь ли ты войс актора. Когда ко мне компаньон телепортнется. Ща. Подожди, у меня тут скелеты. Немного. Чтобы уровень качать. Да? Ну, плотненькие такие, да. Буду телепортнуться, когда только зайду внутрь.
Dexian said something about that scroll. What was it? Something to do with dragons, I think. Maybe we should try asking at the College of Winterhold. Sounds like something they'd know about. Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very fond of our alchemical garden, like the best of friends. I would never hesitate to share anything with her. It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next... I'd try to visit my mother in the garden, and she'd quickly shoo me away, saying, She had to be up to something in that.
Ну ладно. Не
I'm
узнал,
keen
так
to
не
clue
узнал.
and tell us where she went. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from? Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first.
Очень много персонажей.
Lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a daedric.
Или, например, Каина.
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. Who's there? I knew I heard something. The old water cistern. On some... LOL!
Лаура же шкреведа. Я больше про игры. Блять, меня вампиризмом заразили.
The old water cistern. Where'd you come from? Done and done. I knew I heard something. Done and done. Where'd you come from?
Я думал, Кредо, что ее хотя бы как по Кайне запомнишь, потому что я помню, как ты с трейлера говорил, что английская Кайна лучше.
Yes?
Да,
What
ты.
did you need?
Именно из трейлера, когда она орет на гримуара. А. Ну ладно.
Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in. Who's there? Done and done. Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Ай-яй-яй. Where'd you come from? Заебись. Брейн-рот. Что ж такие болезни меня постоянно мех? А, магика. Похуй.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries.
Маю.
This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
Надо искать куски. получается. Я только один кусочек был нашел, а вот. Еще один.
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower grid. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Where'd you come from?
Шкелеторы.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Хоть-то древний замок из говна.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Бля, Игнатов не дают.
That'll teach you. Oh, I heard something.
Но это все равно очень медленно качает все. Уровни так легко не дают, как раньше. О, ебаный ур.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Окей, Мара, понял.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
Ебать. Вот это пернул.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Ёль!
Да, но там не сильно клевая хуйня. Это вот эта атака. Дракона я с двумя мечами все равно пиздил одним.
Ёль!
Where'd you come from?
Без понятия.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Видимо, ответ да, был дан. Что дернуть надо?
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Не понимаю. Не, ну это единственный путь. Тогда не знаю. Ха.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Тогда, ну как открыть? Где дергатель, переключатель, кнопка, еще что-то?
We're getting close. I'm sure.
Не.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
В центру где?
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Блять, чё-то вообще не могу вдуплить.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it. getting close. I'm sure of it. Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating. I'd always just assumed that the other tower would... My mother kept this a secret, even from me. If I had to guess, knowing him, anything at all that it appears that way. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding.
Ну или я не прав, есть другой путь. Чейси Некус. Да я сотню раз тыкал на эту хуйню. Блять. Дайте мне кого-то зарезать.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing?
А чё?
I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy. I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Логично.
See if you can dig it up.
Если бы я был журналом, где бы я прятался?
Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something.
Очевидно, одна из... момент волюм 2. Покчам. Finally.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used.
Нет,
They end up in the soul
не лень.
The soul
Я уже читал этого муравьинди, они нихуя нового не добавили вроде бы.
Send them souls and my mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that a handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be... Anyway, enough of that. Let's get... Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Ну, и ебаш.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely... Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the... Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to... Yes, you're right. Are we ready then? Alright, here goes.
My body is ready.
Ancestors. Created a portal to the soul. Incredible. Are you alright? That looks painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life as... There might be, but I don't think you're going to like... Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I guess? Maybe... We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be... It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. I know that better than anybody.
Это уже второй раз меня просят стать вампиром, блять.
Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.